What's up, guys? How you doing? It's AJ here, manager of Sexy in the City on Soy 6, coming to you once again to go ahead and answer your questions and give you some newbie advice and tips. I know I have not been as consistent lately. I apologize. It's been a busy time at the bar despite it being low season. So, what we're going to talk about today, people ask me if I want to stay longer in Pattaya than my scheduled trip and longer than the 30-day tourist visa. How can I do that? There's a couple different ways, and it also depends on how long is long. Now, if you're looking for only about 7 days additional, it's about 1,900 baht. Immigration can do it. You can do it yourself. You can go to immigration in Jomtien. If you don't want to do it yourself, a visa agent, such as the one in the back of the Queen Victoria Inn, directly across the street from me, can go ahead and handle that for you too. It's not that big a deal to do it yourself, but if you're lazy, like me, then you want to go ahead and have somebody else do it, and it saves you a lot of time. 7 days is pretty simple. A 30-day extension to make it 60 days, you may have to go to Cambodia, which is 4 hours away, and do a run. One run is not that big a deal if you're looking to stay a little while. Again, a visa service, Key Visa is also pretty good. Can arrange that for you for only a couple thousand baht to do so. Now, if you're planning in advance to stay 3, 6, or even 9 months, you'll get what's called a multi-entry visa. You can either leave the country, best place is Laos, and go to Laos to go ahead and do that. Or you can go ahead and do that in your own home country at the embassy in advance, which will probably save you a lot of time and a lot of stress if you go that route. Now, finally, if you want to stay for a while, like a year or more, like me, there's a couple different options for you. Obviously, if you're over 50, there's a retirement visa. That's a whole nother topic. Not going to get into that today. Education. There's a couple good schools in the area. Right now, you need to go. In the past, there were quite a few schools that were basically paper mills that gave you passports, but you need to go. It's 4 days a week, about 2 hours a day. Learning Thai is not that big a deal. It'll cost you anywhere around about, in total, probably about 30,000 baht. If you do it from here, you'll end up going to Laos generally. I would recommend fly in. Don't take the bus. The bus is a pain in the ass, and it's 12 hours in the back of a minivan. It could be absolutely one of the longest trips of your life. And then after that, you got to stand at the embassy in Laos. Don't do that. Education visas can be looked at in advance with the school. The limit on it is generally about 3 years. You can do 7, but it's rare these days. Another option for you, of course, is a work visa, work permit. People are always asking me, how can I get a job in Thailand? Well, honestly, so number one, the bar group that we work for, Nightwish Group, is always looking for talented managers. That being said, I don't want my inbox inundated with requests because from my experience, about 99% of people can't be a bar manager, and it's not really what they want to do anyways. It's not the party that you guys think it is. If you have certain skill sets, like running factories or manufacturing or things like that, there's usually places looking for opportunities as well. Real estate is also an option in the area too. A work permit and a work visa, if a company pays for you, that's great. But these days, you almost always have to chip in yourself. You're looking at pretty much 50,000 baht a year, and then about 10,000 baht in taxes, give or take, depending on what you're working and where you're at, monthly from there. So it's not cheap. Now, if you have a lot of money and you're looking to stay for a while, the biggest and best option for you is to go ahead and look at the elite visas. There's 5 year and 10 years, but you're looking at about 15 and 20 grand US, respectively, for that. But they do everything for you. You get a lot of benefits and extras. You can stay as long as you want with no drama, no hassle, if you have the money. If you don't have the money, not really the route you want to go from there. Finally, you could always get somebody pregnant and have a baby and get a family visa. All right, guys, that's all for this week. A little bit of a basic information. I'm going to go into it a bit more in depth down the road, especially the steps and everything you need, especially for retirement. You guys have a great week. I'll see you soon. Take care. AJ out.